Some of these reconciliations, you know, are really quite amazing. I think of a grandmother. Her little granddaughter was born, and they took the grandchild away before the grandmother could even hold it once. It was a bad family scene. She belonged to this church. Oh. And I remember one Sunday morning, every Sunday morning if you come to this church, you know, we say, turn around, shake hands with somebody and give them a blessing. God loves you and so do I. Why don't you do that right now? Christmas is a good time for that. Turn around, shake hands with somebody behind you. Give them a blessing. God loves you and so do I. Well, you see what happens. It isn't just a sentence. Before you know it, you're visiting with people. And that happened to an older grandmother here that one Sunday morning. She turned around, and right behind her was a pretty young girl. And the girl said to the grandmother, my name is Lisa. And the grandmother gave her her name. Then the grandmother said, oh, I have a granddaughter named Lisa. And the girl behind said, well, what does your granddaughter do? Where does she live? And grandmother said, I don't know where she lives. They took her away before I could hold her. And I do know what she does. She's a flight attendant. Oh. And Lisa looked at that older woman and said, I'm a flight attendant. Who does your granddaughter fly with? Grandmother said, I don't know. A couple of more questions. What was your mother's name? What is your name? What year were you born, Lisa? And suddenly they realized, Grandma realized this was Lisa, her granddaughter. And they hugged and they cried, meeting for the first time. You talk about the odds of that being set up. Lisa was on her way to Hong Kong to do Christmas shopping on her free attendant airline ticket. And here they sat, one in front of another, of a church that seats a few thousand people. 100 million miracles are happening every day. And wow.